Namaste, beautiful. Welcome to practice. Today we're just going to do a relatively short little class for deepening the splits. So I just finished a video where I teach some tips and tricks for deepening the splits. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to put it all together into one nice practice, and hopefully by the time we finish, our splits have in fact deepened. Okay? So this class is aimed to be accessible to multiple levels. So if you already have your splits and you just want to go deeper, then amazing. If you've not gotten there, and I'm talking hanumanasana, we're doing explicitly hanumanasana, so front splits. Yeah. If you're not there yet, this class should do a lot, in my humble opinion, for getting you there. And also, in my humble opinion, if you continue to do this same practice frequently, you will get there more quickly. Okay? That said, let's go ahead and center, and then we will get started in deepening the splits. Okay? So let's start in a simple seated position. Be cross-legged if it feels comfortable. And let's close down the eyes if it feels comfortable, and let's take gyan mudra today. So connecting the thumb and the pointer finger. The purpose of gyan mudra is to help us to acquire knowledge. And so as we are focused on one specific thing today, then let's focus, as we are centering here, on acquiring the knowledge that we need about hanumanasana. Okay? So just breathing naturally, resting the hands onto the knees in gyan mudra. And let's just take a couple minutes to just see whatever comes. Take a deeper breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and blink open the eyes. All right, now let's go ahead and lie it down. So just lying onto the back, straightening the legs. And we're going to start pulling the right knee to the chest. So pulling it up. If you know that when you straighten your leg, you're going to have difficulty holding onto your foot, then make sure you are prepared with a strap or a towel or a scarf to put on your foot to hold on to when we go ahead and straighten the leg, which is going to be now. So if you can reach your foot, go ahead and reach your foot. If you have something else you want to hold on to, go ahead and hold on to that. And let's just go ahead and straighten the right leg. And so maybe going to about 60% of your full expression to begin. So let's try to make sure that on the bottom leg, we have our knee pointing up to the ceiling and we have our foot pointing up to the ceiling. And in our top leg, we want it to be in line with the right breast or nipple, essentially. So we want our knee to be about at the same place as our nipple is on our right side. And you might notice that I'm holding it in different ways. So I do like to do that. I like to move around the way that I'm holding my leg when I'm in a reclined foot to hand like this instead of just staying static, because I find that it helps to do different things energetically and with my hands to help the body open. Yeah, so I like to use one hand to kind of touch on my right hamstring to remind it to open up a little bit more. And then as I do so, then I'll pull down farther. And then I'll switch sometimes. So not being super particular about alignment here, but rather being energetic about helping the fascia to relax and release and helping the body to open. Okay, so let's go ahead and release the right foot. If you want to stay in there a little bit longer, you may. To be honest, that's the third time I've done that so far today, so I might have shortened it a little bit. And you can go ahead and shake out the feet just for a few seconds. And then bring the right leg such that the knee and the top of the foot are pointing up to the ceiling. And go ahead and take the left knee and hug it toward the chest, maybe rocking back and forth a little bit. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and grab onto your foot or your towel or your strap or your scarf and straighten out the leg. Again, finding about 60% of your capacity. And then as you feel some release in the fascia, in the hamstring, then you can pull deeper or not. Don't need to. This is really just the preparation. And again, very much of it is energetic here, for me, in my opinion. When I put this at the beginning of the practice, it's much more for taking the time to energetically communicate with my body than anything else. Okay, so you can be using the hand on the left hamstring, and just really, you can use the breath to breathe into tension and to release tension. Playing around with whatever you can do with your mind, connecting your mind and your body here. All right. And let's go ahead and gently release the left foot. Bring it back down next to the right foot. And give the legs a little shake. And when you're ready, you can bring the knees toward the chest. Just hug them in for a second. And then cross the ankles and rock up and come into a tabletop position. So now we're just going to go a little bit into the back. So just taking some cat-cows here, because while we might not think about it quite as much, there is a little bit of back bending that happens in splits. So we want to be prepared for that, yeah? So let's inhale and arch and look up at the nose or between the eyes. And then exhale and around the spine and look toward the navel. Inhaling to arch. Exhaling to round. Inhaling to arch. Exhaling 3. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, 5. 5 more. Inhale. Accentuate the arch as much as you can. Exhale. Accentuate the round as much as you can. Inhale. Accentuate the arch. Exhale. Accentuate the round. Inhale. Arch. Exhale. Round. 2 more. Inhale. Arch. Exhale. Round. Last one. Make it count. Inhale. Arch. Exhale. Round. Beautiful. Come back to neutral. Tuck the back toes. And let's push it up into downward dog. Lovely. So checking our alignment here. Let's point your fingers forward. Let's make sure that our heels are hiding behind our toes. Make sure that our hips are up and back. Our armpits are facing each other. And that if we want to find a little bit of movement, bending one knee, bending the other knee. If we want to move the hips back and forth, take a little bit of time to walk out the dog, and remembering that this is about going into splits. So thinking about finding that stretch in the hamstring, using this time in your downward dog to communicate with the body, to remind the body what we're going into, which is deepening the splits. All right, come back to neutral. All right, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and reach up that right leg into three-legged dog. And let's hold just for a second. Exhale. Inhale, reach it up a little bit more. Exhale, open the hip but keep the shoulders square. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Inhale, straighten the leg, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands. Come back with the back knee down, drop the back foot down, and let's take the hands and interlace them and place them onto the right knee and start to find our bouncing in our low lunge. So I really like to bounce to get into that back hip flexor. So while we're bouncing here, let's really bring that attention to the way that it feels in the back hip flexor. And I want for when you're bouncing, for the down bounce to be deeper than your low lunge would be if you were not bouncing. Okay, so really finding that depth there and really teaching the body how deep it can go into this low lunge. Yeah? Okay, and let's come back to neutral. And go ahead, plant the hands down, and then push it back into half split. And now in half split, let's move the hips back and forth. And so as we're moving the hips back and forth, then what we're doing here is we're searching for sensation. So we're using the mind. We're connecting our mind to our body. Where do I feel different sensations? Okay, where do I feel it in different parts of my hamstring, in different parts of my glutes, in different parts of my body when I'm moving my hips in various directions? And trying to get into all of them, trying to use the movement to get deeper. Yeah? All right, beautiful. Now, come forward slightly, plant the hands next to the right foot, and let's go ahead and we're coming up into standing split. And then we're pulsing, we're bouncing in our standing split. So we're using the movement of the top leg. So we're pulling with the top leg, using our muscles to go deeper into our standing split. Enjoying the way that it feels, paying attention to what we're doing in our body, paying attention to all the sensations happening in the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and bring the back leg back into like a modified pyramid position. So just kind of bringing the ball of the left toes down, and then go ahead and inhale the right leg back into our three-legged dog, and then exhale and bring the right leg down into downward dog. And let's do the other side. Inhaling the left leg up to downward dog. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Inhale, extend more. Exhale, open the hip, keep the shoulders square. Inhale, extend more. Exhale, deepen more. Inhale, straighten the leg out, the left leg, coming back into our neutral three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the left foot between the hands. Drop the right knee down. Drop the right back toes down. Take the fingers, interlace them, place them onto the left knee. Go ahead and find the pulsing, find the bouncing. Bring your attention to your right hip flexor. Do you feel all that sensation? I certainly hope so. Being sure that when we're pulsing, we are going deeper, using the momentum to go deeper, teaching the body that it has the potential to get to this place that it can get for that split second when we bounce. Okay, and let's plant the hands next to the left foot and go ahead and stretch the left leg, coming back into half split. And then start to, again, move the hips back and forth. And just using the mind to connect to the body, finding the different sensations that are happening in the body. Yum. Okay, and let's go ahead and come back into our low lunge just for a second, and then lift up into our standing split and start those pulses with the back leg. So using our muscles to get those pulses going. Woo. All right, and then guide the right leg back down, come onto the ball of the right foot. Inhale, sweep the left foot back up into three-legged dog, and exhale, bring it back to downward dog. All right, now we're going to more dynamically go in our three-legged dog. So we're going three-legged dog to knee to nose. And here we go. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, 3. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the right foot between the hands. Bring the left knee down. Bring the left toes down. And let's inhale, reach the arms up and take a back bend if possible. And then exhale and come back into half split, keeping the hands off of the floor if possible. Bringing them back behind the back. And then inhaling back to our low lunge, reaching the arms up, taking a little back bend. And then exhaling, coming into half split, bringing the hands next to the butt. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. 2 more. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge, going nice and deep. Exhale, half split. Again, plant the hands next to the right foot. Bring the right foot down, take a little bend in the knee, and let's come up into standing split. And now, let's bring the left foot next to the right foot for a second and then kick it up. So now we're kicking 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and reach the left toes back down to the floor behind you in a modified pyramid. Bring the heel down to the floor. Inhale the right foot up into three-legged dog. And exhale, bring it back down. Other side. Here we go. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. 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 Last one, inhale, left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring the left foot between the hands. Drop the right knee down. Drop the right toes down. Inhale, bring the arms up. Take a little back bend in our low lunge. Exhale, come back to half split. Bring the arms back. Inhale, low lunge with a little back bend. Exhale, arms back, half split. 3 more. Inhale, low lunge, back bend. Exhale, half split. Bring the arms back. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. 1 more. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Let's plant the hands next to the left foot. Stand onto the left foot. Reach the right foot up. Kick it. Bring it down. 1, 2, kick. 4, 5. Reach the back toes to a modified pyramid. Bring the right heel down. Inhale the left foot up to three-legged dog and exhale it down. All right, so one more time. And this time we're going to take a little back bend as we move from our three-legged dog to our knee to nose. So we're going to inhale the same way to three-legged dog, and then we're going to arch the back and then round the spine as we bring the knee to the nose. Okay? So inhaling three-legged dog, arch the back as you come forward, bring the toe toward the head, and then bring the knee to the nose. Inhale back. Exhale, bring the toe toward the head, and then the knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the toe toward the head, and then the knee to the nose. Inhale. Exhale, toe towards head, knee to nose. Last one, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, toe towards head, knee to nose. Bring the right foot down. Bring the left knee down, left toes down. Take the fingers, interlace them, place them onto the knee. And let's go ahead and exhale. We're going to take a little back bend here. So exhale, push onto the knee and look toward the back. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hands down next to the right foot. Exhale, come back to half split and fold over the front leg. Finding this nice stretch in the hamstring here. And let's hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, stepping onto the right foot. And then coming up into standing split on the right leg, grabbing hold of the ankle this time with the right hand and reaching the toes of the left foot up toward the ceiling, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the left leg, using the left leg's strength to stretch the body. And hold. 5, 4, pulling the chin toward the right leg. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Bring the left toes down behind you. Bring the left heel down. Inhale the right foot up to three-legged dog and exhale it down. Other side. Here we go. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, start to bring the toes towards the head and then the knee to the nose. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, toe to the head, knee to the nose. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, toe to the head, knee to the nose. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, toe to head, knee to nose. Last one, inhale, left foot up. Exhale, toe to head, knee to nose. Place the left foot between the hands. Drop the back knee, drop the back toes. Interlace the fingers, place them onto the left knee. And exhale, and arch the back and look back. And hold. 1, 2, pulling forward on the right hip, back on the left. 4, 5. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hands next to the left foot. Exhale, straighten the left leg and fold over the left leg. Really enjoying that stretch in our hamstring. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And step onto the left foot, coming up into standing split on the left, grabbing a hold of the left ankle with the left hand and bringing the chin toward the left shin, reaching the right toes up to the ceiling, squeezing the entire legs, squeezing the back leg, pulling, using the muscles. 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring the right toes down. Bring the right heel down. Inhale the left foot up to three-legged dog and exhale down. Now we're going into our splits. Here we go. Let's inhale the right foot up and exhale. Bring the right foot in between the hands, and if you can, slide all the way into the split, but do it slowly, squaring the hips before you get down. keeping the hips square, keeping the hips square, keeping the hips square until you find your split. Okay, so we really want to make sure that we're pulling back on the right hip, forward on the front hip. We have our left knee touching the floor. Our left heel is up toward the ceiling. Our right top of our foot is up toward the ceiling. Our right knee is up toward the ceiling. And to help us keep our hips square, my sweat is getting in my mouth. My goodness. I have to admit, I was like, oh, I'm going to teach a easier class because I am in Tulum right now and it is approximately 95 degrees outside right now and it's 8:30 in the morning, which I think is about 35 degrees Celsius, something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and twist to the right. So take the right hand and reach it back to your left leg, and then take the left hand and reach it to the right leg, and then use that to twist to the right. And this will help you to find more squareness in the hips by twisting the other direction. And if you want, you can go ahead and fold over the front foot, and then maybe bring your left elbow to the outside of the foot. Maybe bring your right arm toward your left hip. And let's come out. I wipe my hands so I don't slip. And plant the hands, tuck the back toes, inhale the right leg up, and exhale it back to downward dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring the left foot all the way through into split. So again, squaring the hips before you come down, keeping them square, bop, 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 pulling back on the left hip, pulling forward on the front hip. I'm just like in a pool of sweat right now. Right knee on the floor, right heel pointing up to the ceiling, left knee toward the ceiling, left top of foot toward the ceiling. So I don't even have a yoga mat with me. I haven't had a yoga mat with me for a while. If you haven't noticed, I haven't been practicing with the mat. So I prefer not to at this point. But even when I start my practice at like 5:30 in the morning, it doesn't matter. I'm still sweating at this point. I think it got hotter in the past week. So I think I need to buy a mat soon. Anyway, let's take the right hand, bring it to the left leg, take the left hand, reach it back to the right leg, and use that to twist us into a more square position. Again, teaching the body the right positioning for our hanumanasana. Oh, breathe. Save me. Let's go ahead and fold. I actually like how it feels. It's just that it's slippery. Let's fold over the left leg, and we can take the right elbow and bring it to the inside of the left leg. And then take the left hand and reach it toward the right hip and kind of look toward the back. All right. And let's come back to neutral. And let's take the back leg. And you know what? Let's tuck the back toes just to make it even. And inhale, reach the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it down. And then you can either take the knees down, or if you want, you can go ahead and jump through. Bring the feet in front. And let's take a forward fold here. Just to relax a little bit. Relax the body. So just a passive forward fold. Let's just hold for about 10 breaths. You can use this time to just check in with the body. So checking in to see how your hamstrings feel, how your hips feel, how your back feels. Just how your whole body feels. Enjoying the relaxation. Reflecting on what we did in the practice. Reflecting on how it felt in your body at the beginning versus how it feels in your body now. And let's inhale up. And let's go ahead and lie down onto our backs. And let's just take Shavasana. Yeah, we earned it. Let's just go right into it. It's closing down the eyes. Taking a scan of the entire body. Ensuring to be relaxing all the way from the tips of the toes to the top of the head. And staying here for as long as feels comfortable for you.